In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 Claude Cowork automations that remove hours of manual work for me as a creative strategist. First, I've got a swipe file folder that Claude Cowork watches autonomously. So every time I save an ad into the swipe file folder, whether it's an image or a video, Claude transcribes it, it analyzes it, and then it saves all of that information on a Google Sheet. Previously, this method would have taken a lot of manual work where I would have to save the ad, go into the ad, transcribe the ad, and then analyze it. Second, finding clips on Google Drive. Using this skill, I just tell Claude what I need. So say, for example, I need Claude to go ahead and find me clips on my Google Drive of someone cooking. Claude triggers that skill, analyzes my Google Drive, finds me all of the clips that match my description. Finding clips was one of the biggest bottlenecks when it came to writing briefs, and that manual process is pretty much automated. Third, I've got a clipper skill that browses the internet for me. It can go through YouTube videos, TikTok videos, pixels, stock footage. So say I need to find a 30-second clip of a doctor talking about the harms of microplastics. Instead of having to scrub through YouTube and TikTok to find that 30-second sound clip, Claude does that automatically, finds me a bunch of clips that match again with the description of what I want, and saves me hours that I would normally spend scrubbing through podcast episodes, TikTok videos, stuff like that. In this video, I'm going to show you how each one of these skills work and also how you can build them. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Junaid. I'm a lawyer turned creative strategist, and I'm currently building AI. And on this channel particularly, we talk about AI, creative strategy, and human psychology. So if that's something of interest to you, come follow the journey. With all of that said, let's get into it. All right, so to start things off, skill number 1, what I have in here is an ad swipe file folder, and it contains a few videos, as you can see. And the idea is to transcribe all of these files and then analyze them all autonomously. To do that, I'm going to head over to Claude Cowork. Now, if this is your first time using Claude Cowork, I do have another video where I go through like the basics of setting up Claude Cowork and understanding how it works. If this is the first time you're using Claude Cowork, I'd recommend you go ahead and watch that video first and then come in here. Next, what I'm going to do is click on this and choose a different folder. And then I'm going to go ahead and find that ad swipe file folder that I have. So I'm going to click on open. This is my prompt, and it's fairly simple. What I've said is transcribe and analyze the content in the folder, trigger the ad transcribe skill. So right away, what Claude's going to do is go ahead and read that skill, trigger that skill, and go ahead and execute that skill. On the right hand side, on the progress, it's going to transcribe it, it's going to extract the audio, it's going to extract the visuals, and then it will run a strategic analysis based on Schwartz's framework and then create our Google Sheet that contains the analysis. And then there's a quality assurance check, so it will verify that all of the transcripts is actually okay and the analysis quality is good. So this is something that I've been doing recently. After every task, I add a QA quality assurance check just to make sure that the response that Claude's come back with is decent. I'm going to pause the video here and come back once this is complete. So as you can see, got the file path, it's got the content name, the content type, the brand, a transcription of what the video is talking about, sentiment analysis, the core message, your awareness stage, market sophistication, belief changes, and the date it's been processed. So an in-depth analysis of all of the files in my ad swipe folder, all done in less than 5 minutes. Now I'm going to show you in a second how to create this skill or how you can load this skill up. But before I do that, I'm going to show you how to schedule this. So if I want this to run every day or every week, if I drop files into that folder and I want Claude to sort of run this autonomously, click on schedule, say every 48 hours, I'm going to schedule this task to run. Now, a few things to note about schedule. It doesn't work if you don't have Claude running. So if you've scheduled this to run for every 48 hours, you need to make sure that Claude is open on your system for it to run. And it will do that, say at 12 a.m. every 2 days. So I need to make sure at 12 a.m. I have my laptop open, or maybe I can change the timing and say run every 9 a.m. for example, when I know I'm going to be at my desk. And every 48 hours it will run. It will scan my swipe file folder for any new videos or images that aren't already on the spreadsheet, and it will drop it on the spreadsheet, and I can then go ahead and look at the date it's been processed. The skill will be linked in the description down below. Go ahead and download this skill, click on customize, click on skills, and click on this plus icon, then create a skill and then upload a skill. That's essentially how you'll be able to upload the ad analyzer skill onto Claude. It's super, super simple. If you guys are interested, I am going to start a school community sharing a lot of my findings and my learnings. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be talking about not just Claude Cowork, but also Claude Code and running anti-gravity and Claude Code to run multiple agents doing multiple things at the same time. Next, let's head over to the skill where Claude will analyze everything that's in my Google Drive. So I've clicked on new task. Now, so for this one, obviously I want Claude to go through my Google Drive. For that, step number one would be to download Drive for desktop. Go ahead and download Drive for desktop. That will allow you to have your desktop within, if you're on a Mac, allows you to access your Google Drive as a local file path. For my case, I've already connected Google Drive. I'm going to select the folder that contains all of the raw files. So just going to open that up and always allow content creation. That's the folder name. Then what I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to get rid of add swipe folder. I don't need that. So this is my prompt, and it's super simple. Go through the folder and find all of the clips where a person is scrambling eggs, and I say trigger asset scout skill. That's it. It's genuinely as simple as that. Like, it's just so stupid easy to use Claude, and it's just, there's no reason for people now to not use these tools. It's going to save you so much time. Now, I'm going to pause the video again, come back to it once it's complete. Now, there are a few limitations that you guys need to be aware of. So if you are doing this via Google Drive, you'll run into something called a fuse deadlock. Essentially, if the Google Drive folders aren't downloaded or available locally, then Claude will have a hard time to find these clips. So I'm saying trigger the Google Drive connector to carry out this task. So sometimes, yeah, it is quite common to run into some of these issues, and you just obviously have to, give Claude a bit more direction as to how to carry out the task. In this case, it said it couldn't access all of the files. So I said, look, hey, go onto Google Drive. You have the connector. Go find this exact folder inside of Google Drive that's been mirrored on my local drive, and go and find these files for me. So Claude's completed the search, and it's come back with the updated brief. And in here, it's given me raw footage with high confidence, and then some of the raw footage with medium confidence. Again, on the side, I can see the actual file name and the drive link as well. So if I just open that, I should be able to find some of the clips. And there's a video of a person making scrambled eggs. It's also found a few other videos where there's pancake, eggs, and other stuff being made. These are all high confidence files, and then you've got down here medium confidence. Again, this is just the base version of how to use this skill. There's so many different ways to utilize this particular skill to not just find video clips, but also find previous briefs. For example, I've done that where I needed to find some briefs that I wrote a while back, some scripts as well that when you use Google Docs, and if you've written hundreds of scripts and the journey of your creative strategy career, you can go ahead and find all of those files inside Google Drive as well. So amazing sort of skill that saves me hours every single week. The skill will be linked down below. Go ahead and upload that skill and trigger it. Last but not the least, we now go on to our clipping skill. For that, I will start a new task. In this, I don't necessarily need to work with any particular folder. So I've already got the clipper skill loaded on here. This is my script. I need you to browse the internet and clip files where someone is talking about the harms of microplastics. Trigger the clipper skill, browse YouTube, TikTok, whatever is necessary. Drop that in and let that do the magic. So what it's asking me right now here is whether I need multiple 10 to 20 second curated clips, or 30 to 50 bulk clips, or just a few clips under 10 clips. Let's just say 10 to 20 curated clips is what I want. Which platforms should I prioritize? YouTube plus TikTok recommended. Let's just go ahead with that. And any specific angles we wanted to cover, I'm just going to go with both health plus exposure. Those are my options. So I'm going to let it essentially be as broad as possible. So I'm going to go ahead, find those clips, download those clips, and then clip them and give you a folder that you can access with all the clips. So just to give you a bit of context, it's triggered Claude in Chrome, and it's browsing the internet, collecting videos as we speak. It's just insane what Claude Cowork can now do. It gets even better with Claude Code plus an IDE like anti-gravity. Again, I will dive super in depth inside of my school community, which is coming soon. I look forward to seeing you guys there. For now, let's let this wrap up. So Claude's completed the job, and this is what it's come back with. It's got all of these files with the size name, the source URL, and it's been put into folders, specific folders. So if I were to go ahead and show in folder and open this up, you've now got a dozen plus clips showing you different parts of like microplastics. Now with this, you can go even more in depth and say things like, hey, go ahead and only find me files without any text on screen, or find me files where the person isn't speaking and stuff like that. So you can customize it again to your own needs, because this is just the base version of what the clipper can do. These 3 skills saves me hours of time. I've got another video, which I'll link somewhere on the right or the left, where I talk about how you can use Claude to write high-performing skills. Combine the script writing skills with these 3 skills, and you are probably going to be the top 1% of creative strategists that's out there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's all for today. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one, and hopefully in the school community. And go out, enjoy the sun now.